Welcome back to the Blogger Breakthrough Summit podcast, where we share tips, tricks, and frameworks to help you streamline your blogging journey. I'm your host, Liz Stapleton, and today we have Ben Feldman with us, diving deep into the wonderful world of email automation.
So I actually have a 5-step it's a framework. It's 5 pillars, 5 email automation pillars. So and the first one happens to be organized, and that's all things like tags and segments. And in the case of ConvertKit, also custom fields. If you're using another email marketing software, it might be groups or lists. So start by going through that. That's the first step, is like, what tags are you using? Or where could you be using them better? Which ones can you possibly get rid of? So that would be the first step. The next step is the next pillar is the opt-in pillar. And that's looking at what's the flow when someone signs up for your email list. So for example, when I'm testing things out for my clients, I will sign up for all the freebies that I can find, so I can see, what's going on from as a subscriber, like what's actually happening. And then I can also track it in the back end of ConvertKit. And if someone, for example, signs up for multiple freebies and I see that they're suddenly being pulled into a bunch of automations, that's something we want to look at. And then the next step is offer. So this is kind of then, looking through what happens, where are you giving opportunities to sell your things, within your emails. If it's, for example, if someone signs up for your freebie, what happens next? When are you selling your things, basically? So that is, sorry.
Yeah. I just want to add just like a quick tip. If you have a Gmail account, even if it's the one linked to your thing, you can do, so for mine, it's like hello@elizabethstapleton.com. I do like hello plus test 1.
Yes.
And I see kind of what happens. And if it's not what I expect, I'm like, hello plus test 2, test 17, which I get up there when I'm doing summit stuff, guys, because I do a lot of testing. And stuff still sometimes, like, I don't catch it. Test, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, you can just, so that you know what you did to make it work, versus kind of if it's not acting how you're expecting. So I just, like, that is such a useful tip to be able to test things.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I do when I sign up for my clients' opt-ins. I'll have I'll use a different email address for each opt-in, so that in my inbox, I can track to see what emails are coming to each one. I'll also use one email address where I sign up for all of them as well, because I want to track each thing individually, as well as like, well, what happens if I sign up for a bunch of things at once?
Yes. And then I just, like, every once in a while I go in and I kind of delete the amount of test emails I have in my ConvertKit account.
Yes, you definitely want to do that.
It should be a lot. But it's great because then you can do things like, if you want to send a broadcast, right? And no one's been tagged with who you want to send it to yet, because a different broadcast, I always just be like, that one, and I have like a segment of test, right? So there's always something in there. So that, just a quick little tip there. Okay, so I'll let you get back to, once you kind of go through testing, what your next pillar is.
Yeah. So the offers, I was on the offer. That one is actually less related to automations and cleaning things up. But the next one is the onboard automation. So what happens if someone actually buys something? Like, are subscribers being tagged properly to identify that they purchase that thing? If they're in an automation that's promoting it, are they being pulled out of that automation? So it's basically making sure they get the information they need, as well as being pulled out of anything else that wouldn't make sense at that point. And then I'll also add in this step that your emails might not actually necessarily be coming through ConvertKit. So, I've worked with clients who use Kajabi and ConvertKit. So sometimes their onboarding emails happen through Kajabi, or maybe, the example of someone booking a call, those emails might be coming through like Acuity or Calendly. As long as that there's some way that you're onboarding your clients or people who book calls, and that they're being identified within ConvertKit. Those are the 2 most important things. And then the last step is actually, the last pillar is optimize. So that's kind of next level, right? You've cleaned everything up. where are opportunities to like really improve on the things that you already have set up.
All right, a big thank you to all our listeners. Thank you for tuning in. And if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and or share it with all your blogging buddies. Until next time, keep thriving and breaking through those blogging barriers. I'll see you next time where we're going to talk about how to make money your ally in your business.